I got so tired of being behind, so caught up in the rat race, so tired of being a day late and a dollar short. That's just how it used to always feel, being paycheck to paycheck, or you pay all your bills and you don't have nothing left. You can't even go on a date. You can't go buy your kids an extra this or extra that. Like, I got so tired of being in that. How in the hell do I keep finding myself? I'm going to work like I'm supposed to. I'm saving my money like I'm supposed to. How in the hell am I keep finding myself in this same position over and over and over and over again, right? These are money lessons that I had to learn. I don't come from money, right? So my learning, my education with money had to come from picking up a book, going to the library, watching various videos, and researching a ton to learn about finances, financial literacy, educating myself with money. Also, how can I leverage, okay, what I already know? How can I leverage my skills to make me more income? Period, point blank. That's what it came down to, okay? If you're not born from money, you're going to have to go and get the education to make the money, to understand money. But before you can even get to the point of making a ton of money, you're going to have to go back to the basics, right? Which is understanding money, which is simplifying things. So you have the basics figured out. Then you can start getting really creative, and you can start investing, you can start sharing, and the list goes on, so where you can multiply your money. But it starts at the basics. The money lessons that I had to learn, coming from a person who was not born into money, who had to learn and do tons and tons of trial and error, tons and tons of getting it wrong, tons and tons of research, tons and tons of reading books. Money is very simple, and once you figure out how simple it is, it's going to blow your mind. Right now, you may be paycheck to paycheck. In this season, you may not be where you want to be as far as financially. It's because there's just like a missing link. You know you're close, but it's just like that. What's there? A lot of times it could be your mindset. We have to get out of the mindset of money is hard to make. I'll never forget when I was working at this job, right? I was working at this telecommunications company. This was back in 2018. And I had this guy that was on the phone. And long story short, he was charged double for his bill. And so he was calling, and he kept saying, I was already helping him with the account, right? To make sure that he get the proper credit of the money that he was charged double, to make sure he get that credit back on his following bill, right? We couldn't put it back into his account, but we were able to credit him for the following bill, so he did not have to pay. While I was assisting him and while I was helping him, he kept saying, oh, I work hard for my money. I work hard for my money. I work hard. He kept saying it. And I'll never forget in that moment that it stood out to me how much he kept emphasizing, how much he kept saying it. In his mind, in his life, in his belief, he works hard for his money, right? So with that being said, that is a mindset issue. That's a mindset thing that you're going to have to come out of. This digital age that we're in right now, you don't have to work hard for your money all the time. Okay, I'm not saying that it's going to be the easiest thing to do, but you don't always have to work hard. So we bring a lot of things to life, and a cursing over your blessings and over your prosperity and over your abundance, sometimes unknowingly, just being in those old mindsets and just having them old limited beliefs that you have to work hard for something, okay? Or that, oh, money don't grow on trees, you know? Having those limited beliefs will stump you. Having those limited beliefs can keep you stuck more than you think. And that's just an example. I've seen many other ways that people have gotten away with their financial blessings. I've seen many other ways that people have cursed their abundance and cursed their prosperity. It's because of those limited beliefs. Me personally, I had to get out of the mindset of thinking the only way that I was able to obtain $1 was because I had to work hard for it. That's the first thing that I had to get through. Do you have to have efforts? Absolutely. Do you have to have consistency? Absolutely. Do you have to have organization? Abso-freaking-lutely. But you don't always have to work intense, hard, physical for your money. That is a thing of the past. Any limited beliefs that you have set on yourself, I challenge you to go 5 days, 10 days without saying those things. Another money lesson that I had to learn is that you cannot have one account for all your money. Money likes to move. Money is a energy, money is a frequency, and it's something that becomes a physical. But first it's an energy. Okay, money needs to be used. Money is a tool. It is not something that you just let hoard in one account. You have to utilize your money. You don't need one account for every different thing. What I strongly encourage you, no matter what your bills, your monthly expenses may be, I encourage you to have 3 different accounts. You're going to have your income account, the money that you make. This is that account. Okay. Now, out of your income account, that could be where expenses and bills are getting paid. Then you need to have a spending account. In your spending account, it could be for frivolous things. It could be when you go get your hair done, when you do those outings, those ice cream outings with the kids, when you go do this for your sister, when you go in for the subscriptions. It could be for those things. That's going to be your spending account. Then you need to have your savings, okay? It could be your emergency savings. It's going to be any other savings for whatever you have that's coming up, whether it's a short-term goal or a long-term goal. You can start with those 3, okay? There's so many different levels when it comes to the accounts to have and the accounts and what they're necessary for. But to start just at the basics, okay? Because a lot of us, we just have to get things in order. Once we get things in order, now we off to the horses. But the thing is that we have to get things in order, get things organized. It's going to be extremely hard for you to stay on top of how much income you really have, how many expenses you really have, and what those clear numbers look like when you have money going every which way. Example, if your pay stub was $2,200, you paid your rent or your mortgage, you paid your car note or your car insurance, you paid the pet bill, you paid the health insurance. Let's say, for example, all of that comes out to $1,800. Now you have $400, but beside of those expenses that you had to pay, right? You also went and got $75 in gas. You gave your sister $30 until the next following week. You went to go take your son to go get his haircut. And in the middle of you taking your son to go get a haircut, there was a football team that's doing a fundraiser. So you gave them $15, $20. Oh, and then you had to stop by the store because you realized that you needed some new undergarments. So then you stopped by the store and when they got that. Oh, and then somebody had called you and then you had let them hold $40 and they're going to pay you when they get paid again. Then you forgot that you had to go run out and get a few different groceries because that recipe that you want to do this weekend, you was missing a few items on that. If you have everything coming out of one account, that is going to be very confusing. It's going to be confusing as hell to keep up with how much money can be saved. How much money have you spent? So you want to have things organized, right? So you don't blur the lines. This is why it's easy for a lot of us to go on auto pay. You can easily go on auto pay because we have our accounts organized. There is no confusion. When the paycheck comes in or the income comes in, we automatically knows what can be distributed to my income account, which is where my expense is going to come out. And we know what's going to be distributed to my spending account. We know what's going to be distributed to the savings account. This is how you keep things super simple, okay? It has to start with you organizing the basics before you even get to the investing in the Roth IRAs and the list goes on, okay? You have to start with the basics. So that's something else that I had to learn. You cannot have one account for everything. Even when you... Listen, I have been there. Even when you have the separate accounts, do not confuse things. And this is something where discipline is going to come in at, okay? Money management comes in because even when you have the separate accounts, make sure, okay? Just because that concert came up, make sure you're not going into the income money to pull and transfer to the spending account. You want to let this stuff just be automatic. You want to have a percentage or a certain amount based on however your lifestyle is set up and the services that you may need. You want to have that stuff automatically coming out. Well-oiled machine. Another money lesson that I had to learn is that you don't need everything new. Everything does not have to be new and the tag just came off. You can go and get some great values, clearance rack. You can go and get things for, gently used. You can go get cash cars. You can go to different expos and auctions that they have to get something just as new. Everything does not have to be new that you're spending your money on. I know we like the new car smell. I know you like the new shoe smell. I know you like the new purse smell. But let me tell you something. If it does not align with your budget, damn the new car smell, damn the new purse smell, go and get just as good, just as great quality, or sometimes even better quality without having the price tag. So you have to learn how to be frugal, have to learn how to sleep on things. Okay, let me see if I really want it. Let me sleep on it. If I wake up the next day and I really, really, really want it, okay, then I'm gonna budget for it. I'm gonna have me a sinking fund for it. If I really, really want it, I feel like I can't live without it, then I need to budget. I need to plan for that. Not just, oh, things on sale, so let me just grab it. That's another thing. Them sales will get you. That's another money lesson. Just because something is on sale, just because it's on promo, or it's because, this is the only time they're going to have it. Trust me, just wait it out. You'll be surprised how many times that I thought something was going to be gone before I can get it. And I say, you know what? It's really not in my budget. I have to stick to my budget. And guess what? I was still able to go and get the thing for the same half off or 70% off, So wait it out. And a lot of times you'll find a better deal when you wait things out. Example, I'm going to be switching out my car, but I'm going to wait it out. I'm holding it out because my car that I have right now, the cash value that it would give me is not enough for me. It's not enough. So I'm going to wait on it. It's tax season, so a lot of car salesmen and dealerships, they are very aware of the season that it is going on currently. It's the beginning of the year, so they're very aware of those things. So things are very hiked up. Wait things out and not be such in a rush, or don't feel like you're missing out on something. Just wait it out. Most times you'll find a better deal, or you'll find a different quality, okay, for not the same price tag. You'll find the same quality, if not better, for less. So wait it out. Be in such a rush to just swipe or just spend. Another money lesson that I had to learn, and this one is huge, this one is key. If you don't take nothing else from this video, take this one, is that your past experiences and your skills that you have obtained, they will pay you the most money. You just have to find a way to leverage your intellect, leverage your skills, so therefore you can leverage your income, okay? That's what it's about. You have to know how to leverage your intellect. What are the things that you have strength in? What are the things that people is always telling you that you're good at? Google it, chat GPT it, and see how you can make some money from it. Watch more YouTube videos so you can become more skilled, a place where you could possibly teach someone else. You can turn that into a side hustle, possibly a business, who knows? So your skills, so your intellect, your wit, your smarts will pay you more than any 9-to-5, more than anything. You just have to find a way to leverage it, okay? You're going to have to do some homework. You're going to have to do some research. And this is not hard to do. And even if you don't have anything that you feel like you're necessarily good at, you can learn new skills. Get your certification. Y'all know I'm big on certifications. Anything in the medical field, anything in the tech field, in the construction field, for starters. If you want to go for the top 3, any of those 3, whether you're behind the desk or in person in the field, any of those 3. The money lesson that I had to learn is that a lot of times when you don't come from money, you don't necessarily have that generous spirit when it comes to money, right? You're just so used to penny pinching, holding on to everything because you don't know when the next income is going to come. You don't know where the next income is going to come from. So you're so used to you being tight with it, right? Money likes to be generous, like to be free, okay? So does that mean give all your money away? No, I'm not saying give all your money away. But what I'm saying is, though, live a little, okay? If someone asks you for something and you have it that you don't need them to pay you back, go for it. Freely. Get to a place of where you have the money to give and loan, or it takes you to be just a natural giver, right? Because everybody doesn't have that gift. Some people are born with it. Some people are just natural givers. They'll give you the shirt off their back, literally, okay? Money likes a cheerful giver, you know? Money loves that. It talks about it in the Bible. Like, anybody that you know, like, they're always giving, more than likely they're not too hard up about a lot of things, and more than likely they're very joyful, or they just constantly are just getting blessed in ways that you can't even think of, ways that you can't even fathom. And this is why, because money likes to be generous. Like, money likes to move. Money likes to be in the midst of things happening, you know. Money do not want to be held tight and held on, and you can't have a life and you're not doing anything, you know. That's not the energy of it. The energy of it is, you know, hey, if I want to go out and take my, you know, whoever to lunch, you know, of course, mindfully, you know, not going crazy and blowing a bag. But if I want to go do, you know, my little things that I like to do, or whatever the case may be, enjoy myself and splurge a little slight bit, then I can go do that. No pressure, no issue. I'm not hurting. I'm not crying. I'm not going to be in a corner. It's not going to, you know, it's not going to do anything. I'm good, right? Money likes that. Money likes to be in that energy, in that flow of things. These are just the beginner money lessons. When I started to come out of this mindset, when I started to move a little different, have different money habits, when I started to get out of that mindset of thinking in those limited beliefs, when I had to change my money habits and not be penny pinching and not trying to hold on to it so tightly, right? Once you grab these simple concepts, you're going to see money in a totally different light. You're going to have a different energy. It won't give you anxiety when you're checking your bank statements, or you won't feel insecure when it involves anything with the money that you're making or not making, you know. You will start to be more secure in this space. You'll be more secure once you grasp some of these simple concepts that I have definitely talked about. These are money lessons that you can start to implement today, and it's going to change your entire world, how you see and how you view money.